Niners-Seahawks game. This is a good one. Last two meetings between these two, San Fran lost by 29 points. That was their largest defeat under Jim Harbaugh. Colin Kaepernick, he's going to try to keep that momentum going from week one, shredding the Packers defense. Kaepernick, the first 49er quarterback to throw for 400 yards, 3 touchdowns without a pick since Joe Montana. On the Seahawks side of the ball, they'll lean on Marshawn Lynch to the 5 100-yard rushing games the Niners have allowed since Harbaugh took over. Lynch has 3 of them. Colleen Dominguez joins us live now from Seattle. The 12th man, they're going to try to set a new world record for the loudest stadium tonight. And what a game to do it. How do the Seahawks and the Niners view this rivalry, Colleen?
Well, Jay, it has become a classic rivalry. You know, these teams really don't like each other. It starts with the head coaches, goes down to the players, and then goes all the way down to the fans. The two guys that actually really do get along, Colin Kaepernick and Russell Wilson, they got to know each other in the offseason. They've become friends, if not good friends. They've become acquaintances. But you talked about the noise level. It is arguably the loudest stadium in the league, and they're going to try to set that record. They could very well. Remember, last time these teams met here last December, it was so loud that the first half of the game, it gave the 49ers fits and starts. They had delay of game penalties. They had to use timeouts early and often. They had to move to some no huddle in the second half. You know, Jim Harbaugh says communication is so tough here. Colin Kaepernick said it's important that you protect your voice. He said you can actually lose your voice, and he goes, I need to make sure everyone is hearing what's going on. And because the 49ers at home last week against the Packers, they had play clock issues then. They worked all week on getting to the line of scrimmage faster. It's something they're going to focus on. And as for the noise, they're just going to have to try to deal with it, Jade.
Colleen, I guess you'd have those earplugs handy in this one. An eyebrow on the line between Kaepernick and Wilson tonight. You know what I'm talking about. Colleen Dominguez, thank you much.
Want to watch more of the Geico 400 starts the chase for the Sprint Cup Championship this summer into the fall. Green flag 2 Eastern on ESPN. We're going to have a new champ this year. Brad Keselowski did not qualify for the chase field. Matt Kenseth is the leader. He starts off as the 1-2 chase. And Marty Smith joins us now from Chicagoland Speedway. NASCAR held a closed-door meeting yesterday with their drivers, their crew chiefs, their owners in response to what happened in Richmond a week ago as we get set for the playoffs here. What was NASCAR's message, and how was it received by the drivers, Marty?
Graham, having spoken with several drivers after final practice in the garage on Saturday afternoon and listening to NASCAR Chairman Brian France and NASCAR President Mike Helton address the media after that meeting, the message was very simple and very fundamental. Quit with the mess. Be genuine in your pursuit of victory, and above all else, never, ever compromise the integrity of the sport.
It's like anything else. You know, circumstances happen that are unhelpful. In the credibility category, there's no doubt about that. You go back to what you're about, and what we're about is the best racing in the world with the best drivers giving 100% of their ability.
Anytime your sport's credibility is put in question, it's a hard thing. I mean, I have a lifetime invested in this sport, and you know, it's been a difficult week for everybody. And when people look at what we do and think it's not fair or it's not just, that's a bad thing, and we can't have that.
I don't think they're really changing any rules at all. I mean, I think that's what it's always been meant to be. Go out and race hard, drop the green. It's 1 against 42, and may the best man win.
I think everybody's made this into such a big controversy and a lot to talk about when it's actually pretty simple. A few teams caused a big deal this week, and I don't know. I haven't really thought it was that tough.
I want to read you how Brian France left us. The last thing he said in the media address on Saturday afternoon. Here's what he had to say. We had a very frank discussion. I didn't talk to any of them afterwards, that being the drivers, but I could see this is what they want. They want to have clarity and don't like team rules, and they don't like some of the things that have gone on in the past. I believe they understand what we want to get back to. It's to not worry about anything but winning races and doing your best. The basic premise here, Bram, is the foundation of NASCAR racing since 1948. Let the competition be great, and all the other mess takes care of itself.
All right, that's Marty Smith with the latest as we get set for the chase. They're going to begin racing today. Marty Smith from Chicago here on SportsCenter.
Tiger firing back after that 2-stroke penalty. How he managed to put himself back in contention heading into today's final round with his play on the course. A live report coming up.
I want to finish what I've done here, but probably after this, that'll be it. It's hard to keep doing all that right there.
James Harrison facing the Steelers and Father Time, the defensive star, talking about sacking Roethlisberger.